My name is Jason Carney, and I study 20th century literature. Scholars have approached 20th century literature with kind of a dualistic model, elite literature versus non-artistic literature. I have always been interested in working class literature. And in reading the criticism about working class literature, there are constant references to the literature of the working classes being published in pulp fiction magazines. And the pulp fiction magazine would be commodity literature. So it was the literature that was supposed to entertain. And if you picked up a Western story magazine, you wanted it to have cowboys and expected scenarios of the standoff. So pulp fiction is often considered very formulaic. Weird Tales was a pulp fiction magazine that was unique in that it was established to be an experimental pulp fiction magazine. The common complaint was that I can't sell one or two of my manuscripts. Western stories won't take them because there's the ghost. Weird Tales, the magazine that my dissertation focuses on, is intriguing in that it is a pulp fiction magazine that was published to have no formula. It was founded in 1923, and the first year it was so strange the magazine was not very successful. Some of the most intriguing stories were published in the first year when it was truly an experimental magazine. Part of what makes Weird Tales an intriguing case is that it becomes a pulp fiction marketplace for pulp hacks who actually want to create literary art. I've tried to meld the approaches of the modernists and the popular culture scholars. I engage in what some have considered intensive reading over extensive reading. Intensive reading would be choose one story, read it, and really try to think about what it means. In Weird Tales, if you look at their literature, this is the conclusion I come to in my dissertation, is that they are preoccupied with the high art and the high literature of the day. They actually are writing stories about the high art and the high literature of the day. So a lot of their stories feature insane experimental artists, violinists who are creating music that is completely new, sculptors who create these strange otherworldly sculptures that come to life. And so what's interesting about Weird Tales is that you can use it to supplement your understanding of the high literature of the day. So it's a prism by which you can see the high literature of the day. Here at Case, I was given a lot of support to travel, to archives, to conventions, to conferences. I was given a lot of freedom and support to study what interested me.